If you ever started a Pilates class and felt like you were already a step behind, today's is different. The next 20 minutes are designed to meet you exactly where you are, supported in every movement with nothing to prove. So roll out your mat and let's begin together. Now, once you're in your sitting position, I want you to inhale through the nose and we're going to exhale out through the mouth. Now, your inhalation, we're going to breathe with our diaphragm, the muscle that sits up in our rib cage. So as you inhale, I want you to visualize that the diaphragm is descending, is going down as it contracts towards your pelvis area. And then as you exhale, the diaphragm is going to rise up and relax into its original position. So inhaling, you can also mimic on your visualization of the movement with your hand going down and the fingers coming in towards each other. And then exhale, coming up and your fingers will be widening out. Inhaling through the nose. Diaphragm going down, expanding round this area. Exhaling. Diaphragm coming right up and expanding in the fibers. Inhaling. Exhaling. As you breathe, see if you can really allow the expansion to happen as the diaphragm lowers down. Really expand around the lower rib cage, upper abdominal. And then as you exhale, really try to sit the diaphragm right up towards your chest, towards your heart, and allow the response to happen in your abdominal area. So inhaling. Exhaling. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Inhaling. Exhaling. Very good. Okay. And now let's bring ourselves to lying supine. So come off of your chair, off your cushion, and come lie on your back. Let's organize our body here. So I want the heel to be in line with the sit bone. And I want the pelvis to be balanced, organized. The shoulders nice and open, the arms nice and long. And let's repeat the breathing pattern. So we inhale, allow the diaphragm to lengthens down as it contracts towards the pelvis, and then exhale, the diaphragm relax right up into your ribs cavity. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2 more. One last. Good work. Okay. Now let's pair it up with abdominal. So we breathe in. And as you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes up and allow the abdominal to respond and activate to bring the diaphragm a little higher into your chest cavity. And then I'm going to draw in a little deeper so your abdominal now is sinking to lower back and it brings the pelvis to tip into what we call a posterior tilt. So tucking or tilting towards the back and the bottom will come off. Inhale, lengthen back to your start position. Exhaling, the diaphragm rises right up into the thoracic area, the ribcage area, and then it suck the abdominal up with it and allow the abdominal to sink into the lower spine. And then that pelvis will then respond and go into a posterior tilt. inhaling, we lengthen. Again, exhaling. We use the abdominal to pull the pelvis into a posterior tilt. Now just pause a second and bring your hands in the abdominal cavity. Can you feel a sense of hollowing in the abdominal as you bring the pelvis up? Can you feel a sense of softening in the abdominal muscle rather than over tensing? So now the abdominal is really diving back into the floor, diving into the lower spine, giving yourself a really kind of C-curve shape here. And inhaling, come on down. Again, exhaling, rolling the pelvis with you. Inhaling, come on down. Now let's take it further to a full pelvic curl. Exhaling, you allow the abdominal to sink into the lower spine. Now you allow the hamstring to turn and activate to lift the pelvis up, 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 coming to your highest point here. You should feel good engagement in the hamstring and the glutes, and the abdominal keeps sinking into the lower back, the side of your hips hugging into the middle, and exhaling, the upper abdominal softening to allow the spine to articulate. The pelvic curl is what we're doing here. Inhaling, exhaling, again, softening abdominal imprint in the lower back and pressing up, pressing up, pressing up, pressing up. Inhaling, exhaling, softening through the abdominal. And as you go up and down, narrow the inner thigh. Feel the engagement of the muscle on the inside of your thigh to keep your pelvis, to keep your thigh bone linear. Inhale. Exhale. Again, drawing and sucking the abs down into the floor. And up with the pelvis, pressing the arm down, pressing the thigh up, glute up. Inhale. Exhale, sinking the abdominal and imprinting the spine. Well done. Good job. All right, now, fingers on the side of the abdominal here. Now, as you exhale again, the diaphragm comes right up into your rib cage. And I want you to allow the abdominal to come along with it, and you pre-activate the abdominal here. So you feel a slight tension, tiny tension. And I want you to tiptoe your right foot here. Now, keep the pressure or the tone abdominals here nice and balanced or consistent. I want you to lift the right leg up, knee over your hip, and an inhale, lower the leg. But as you lower and lift, I want you to keep the sensation on the toning of the abdominal nice and consistent all the time. Exhaling to lift, inhaling, lower, exhaling to lift, inhaling, lower. Now we change. Tiptoe your other foot. Pre-activate the abdominal on the breath out. And now, lifting the right foot. Keep the tone in the abs on the left as you lift. Inhaling. So I want your fingers to notice a change in your abdominal activation on the exhalation to lift and the inhalation to lower. And so strive to keep the pelvis balanced, stable as you lift and as you lower. Again, as you lift and as you lower. One more. As you lift and hold that. Now, tiptoe your other foot. You're going to pre-activate a little deeper. Allow the abs to really sink into the lower spine. Now here, bring the bottom leg changes. Lower the top down. And then exhale, we change. As you change the leg again, I want you to, again, keep the tone of the abdominal consistent. Allow the abs to sink to the floor. Lift from the pelvic floor and the abs sink to the floor. We change. Exhale. We change. Exhale. We change. Exhale. One more set. And then bringing both legs up to tabletop, squeezing the legs here, hold. Now, hands against your thigh here. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to press against your thigh, and the thigh is going to press against the arm, and then you should feel a nice engagement in the abdominal, and then release. And then exhale, push away against each other, keep the abdominal sinking to the floor, and release. Again, exhale, push against each other, sink the abs down, sink it, sink it, sink it, and release. I really want you to use a bit of force in the arms because I want your abdominal to respond. Exhale, let's go. Press down, resist, and abs sinking, sinking, sinking. Hold, okay? Take your right arm off. Now keep pressing the left. We go extend the right, the arm go over. Keep the tension in the abs. Bring it back. Again, exhale. Keep the tone in the abs. I'm shaking here, and then bring it back. So you do your best to keep and maintain the stability in your center. Don't let your abdominal pop out. Let it sink, let it sink, let it sink. And keep pushing your left arm down. One more. Press the left arm, let the abs sink, sink, sink. Brilliant. Now we switch. Press the right hand down, let go left arm up. And exhale, sink. And reach and back. Again, exhale and back. If you can hear the vibration in my breath, that's me working very hard to stabilize my center. I'm loading my abdominal here. And back and hug the leg. Good job. All right, bring the leg down. Down. Hands behind your head here, interlacing. We're going to go into your abdominal chest lift here. So allow the head to be cradled in your hands. Breath in, the elbows are lifting off the floor. As you exhale, soften the upper abdominal so the ribs will soften to the floor and will lift the chest, gaze to the front. Inhale, take your arm, can we lift a little higher? Exhale, take your hands behind your head, return yourself down. Again, exhaling, softening the upper abs, folding. Inhale, reach forward, come up a little higher maybe. And hands go behind the head and coming down. And again, exhale, lift. Fold, 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 fold. Inhale. Feel like someone's picking you off the floor. Lift up a little bit more. Hands go behind. And coming down. One more. Exhale. Sink the upper abs. Inhale. Reach. Hold. Clasp the hands together. Keep the arms in line with the chest. Rotate to the left. And center. The arm. The hands. Stay in line with the chest. So you rotate to the left, your right ribs come off. And center. Left ribs come off. And center. And the other side. And center. And the other side. And center. One more set. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Good job. Reach the arm apart. Hands go behind. And come down and down. Good job. Rotate yourself to face me. The bottom arm goes long. Let's take the legs long for me here. Right, so create like a long pencil line here. Hand go behind, not behind, in front here. So make sure you have the bottom waist activated. Okay, now, again, the same sense of drawing up and drawing back or sinking the abs into the lower back, and just let it kind of rest into your lower back. Maybe rest is better than sinking. So rest your abdominal into your lower back, and then you're going to lift the leg up and the bottom waist goes down. Inhale down. Exhaling, a sense of a lift, and rest your abs into the lower back and lifting the legs. And lower. Again, exhale. And inhale, lengthen, lower. Exhale. And lengthen, lower. One more. Exhale, lift. Try to be long. Let this sink. And come on down. Good job. Come on up. Forearm. Tuck the foot in. Lifting up here. You can use your hand and trail your arm to lift the ribs up. Hold that. We're just going to hold this position for a second. And then as you exhale, ready the abdominals. So think about the corset wrapping and lifting the pelvis. And now bringing the arm over, reach the arm and just hold this. Stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As a bonus, lift the leg, hold. Good job. Bring it down and bring it down, down. Tuck the leg in, a quick arm up and a side stretch and return. Okay, other side. Let's go. So the arm is long. The legs are long and stacked. We just organize that. Okay. All right, now, so pre-engage the lower oblique, lower waist here. And now as you exhale, a sense of a lift, a sense of your abdominal resting into the lower back, and then lifting up and down. Again, exhale, a lift, and the abs resting in the lower back, and then lifting up and down. And exhale, lift, inhale, down. And exhale, lift, inhale, lengthen. One more. Exhale, lift. Good job. And lengthen. Good work. So tuck the bottom leg. Bring yourself up here on your forearm. Bring the forearm elbow slightly more forward. All right. Use the bottom hand. Use your hand to lift and pre-engage the underneath side here. Okay. You ready? All right. Let's go. Lifting up. So squeeze up. Take the top arm. Reach long. Hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go. Reach and hold, 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 hold. You got it. Bring it down and come on down. Tuck the top knee in. Underneath arm, reach up and a quick side stretch. And that feels good. All right, let's go down onto the front. We're gonna work the upper back muscle here, okay? So let's take your arm on the side of your thigh, kind of like imagine you have a side pocket. So slide your hands into the side pockets of your leggings. Now hold here. Now I want you to just pre-engage the abdominal enough to support your back, not too much, just enough. So the lower back can elongate. And then from here, on the inhalation, it will take your upper back into extension. On the exhalation, it takes it down. And inhalation, it takes the upper back to extension. Exhalation, you take it down. So inhaling, I want your head, your neck to stay long. And then kind of like a slide happening from the crown of your head to your middle back. And lower. And repeat. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time. Inhaling. So feel the back muscle active. Now open your arms like aeroplane on the side. And let's just hold that. Keep the scapula, shoulder blade gliding down into the middle back. Open the chest forward a little bit more. Maybe you can turn and flip the palm forward and stay there for 3 and 2 and 1. And bring the arm back and return the body down. Very good. Bring the forearm on the side of your shoulder. Now push down in the forearm, rounding the back. Pulling the abs and send your pelvis to your heels. Keep the arms reaching, keep the back lengthening, and we stay in breath and exhale. Okay, now come up onto your quadruped. Just a quadruped here. So first the arm is vertical, and now the thigh is vertical. Okay, broaden the collarbone here. So think about spreading the scapula away from each other. Tuck the toes in. We're just going to finish with this quadruped or kneeling plank. So as you exhale again, a visualization of zipping up from the pelvis area, and then allow the abdominal to rest or lift up into the spine. But let the lower spine be as natural as they can. So we'll go. Exhaling. Zipping up and allow the abs to lift into the lower spine and let it hang up there, and then press the feet down, knees off, and we stay. So wide shoulder, wide collarbone, the abs, the abdominal wall is now lifted up into the spine, and we stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the pelvis up, just pike it up into an up stretch. Adjust the feet if you need to. And then from here, lower the heels down, keep the pelvis wide, and stay for 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, walk your feet to your hands, just walk them. And now parallel feet rounding the back. Let the head flop and relax. We're just going to roll up to finish this. Breath in and then breath out. Visualize a zipping happening from the base of the pelvis. The abs lifting and resting into the lower spine. And that guides you up. Guides you up. Guides you up. Guides you up to roll and come up. Right. Standing tall, standing center, space in the spine, openness in the chest, anchoring in the feet, lifting up in the thighs, dropping down in your arms. 1 breath in and breath out. Well done. And you're my friend, you're amazing. I'm so happy you moved with me today on the mat. And let's do that again tomorrow. So have the best day today, and we'll see you back tomorrow on the mat. Take care.